Now on CoastTV News.
Millsboro traffic alert, nighttime lane closures on US 113. How long this project is going to slow you down.
Rental rules.
I think it should be up to the owner.
Ocean City will determine whether or not they mandate a 5-day minimum stay for short-term rentals.
Park plans.
A park will take away from that.
Milford is looking to turn open space into a usable park for everybody, but not everyone is on board ahead of a key Sussex County planning and zoning meeting.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Lane closures in Millsboro. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with how the Millsboro Bypass project is affecting drivers.
Here's where crews are working there in Millsboro for the bypass project right now. Starting tonight, there are closures on Route 113 near Oak Avenue. That's happening for about 2 weeks. DelDOT says it's installing pipes to continue this years-in-the-making project. Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy is live in Millsboro in our First Alert Weather Jeep. And Brendan, these closures should be starting any minute now.
Maddie, if you take a look at this road right here in front of me, this is Route 113. We're at a stoplight right now, but on the road itself, there are many, many cars. This is one of those heavily used roads out here in Sussex County, but between the hours of 6 p.m. and 6 a.m., that overnight schedule, the road will not be that way anymore. Like we said, there's going to be some road closures. It's going to stop things until the 28th. So towards the end of the month is how long we can expect this to be that way. And as we also have been covering, it's because of the bypass. That Millsboro bypass project is the main reason for this closure. They have some other things they need to do to it, so they have to shut down the roads for now. And we spoke with someone who lives in Millsboro. He's a DoorDasher and says that these road closures are going to have a huge impact on his daily job and duties.
I hope it does not make our deliveries take way longer than they're supposed to. Well, I feel if the lane closures are going to delay our deliveries, we will have less time to dash, so less income.
The lane closures will not be over until that construction on that portion of the project is done, so you can expect these lanes to be closed until the end of the month. Live in the First Alert Weather Jeep, I'm Brendan Conroy.
Thank you, Brendan. The $130 million Millsboro bypass project has been decades in the making. Discussions go back all the way to the 90s. The project broke ground in 2023. DelDOT says construction is supposed to be done this year, actually. And along with the bypass, an overpass will be built at routes 113 and 20. 4 bridges are planned to be built along the bypass, some even going over Millsboro Pond.
And staying in Millsboro, DenRec announcing today that the Ingram's Pond boat ramp, that's going to be closed starting next Monday. That's so crews can build a brand new ramp for boaters, and that should be done in May. This week, the Ocean City Council will make a final decision on whether or not to add a 5-day minimum length of stay for residential areas and mobile homes in town. The potential regulation has property owners crying foul. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe is in Ocean City live. Kevin, homes in these areas would lose the ability to rent how they see fit.
Charlie, this home behind me is just one example of a house that would be affected if this proposal becomes law. And some people are asking the Ocean City Council to reconsider before approving. If you are renting a place in a residential area or mobile home, starting tomorrow, you could have to stay for at least 5 days. Something Peggy Alderson and Vicky Foster thinks would hurt Ocean City as a whole.
I think it should be up to the owner. They own the property. They should be able to rent it as much time as they want.
On Tuesday, the Ocean City Council will have their second and final reading on adding a 5-day minimum length of stay to R1 and MH areas, which would affect 377 of the nearly 9,000 rentals here in town. Ocean City manager Terry McGeehan says the main reason for this being proposed is to keep neighborhoods from feeling like hotel districts.
There are some places in the country that prohibit less than 30-day rentals. The 5-night minimum strikes that good balance of still allowing reasonable rentals to occur.
Coast TV sat down with realtors on this topic who say owners who rent out their property rely on that income to survive, and believes that if passed, property value in those areas would go down and people will consider selling their homes altogether. Alderson thinks it'll cut down on visitors.
A lot of people can't afford to take off work so many days, and they would like to come down here for 3 days and then take a Friday off.
McGeehan says the town is trying its best to find a middle ground.
The council is trying to strike that balance, allowing some rental activity to occur, but trying to maintain the character of those neighborhoods.
The Ocean City Council plans to make a final decision on Tuesday. Now, the 5-day minimum length stay isn't the only change on the table. Just a couple weeks ago, the Ocean City Council added a regulation which would require only 2 people per bedroom, no matter the size. I'm Kevin Zappé, live in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Kevin. And it's not just Ocean City. The town of Milton is considering regulations on short-term rentals. An advisory report is being given to Planning and Zoning on Tuesday. We spoke with Alex Delmar. She's a short-term rental owner and says she's tried long-term rentals, but it just didn't work out.
I did try to have a local person be here longer term, and he didn't pay his rent. So, and I just honestly can't afford to subsidize someone else who's not paying their rent.
Now, Milton's mayor says he's hopeful they can find regulations on short-term rentals like this one that work for everyone.
And this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what is the biggest downside of rental restrictions?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. It's still hard to enforce is the #1 choice, but Hertz Tourism and No Downside have ticked up ever so slightly.
Yeah, they've moved a little bit, and they'll move a little more if a few of you go vote right now. You can do that at coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. We also do take comments there, and we'll have updated results on Coast TV News at 11.
Let's go ahead and take a live look outside into Ocean City. A beautiful sunset
Gorgeous.
there. As we turn it over to our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams, who joins us with a look at our winter storm watch. Paul?
We have a winter storm watch that is kicking in for us for Wednesday night going into Thursday morning. That's the time frame we're watching out for another snowstorm to come knocking on our door. Now, that's going to be inclusive of places like Lewis, Millsboro, Long Neck, and Frankfort down towards Selbyville. And it's really towards Frankfort, Selbyville, Ocean Pines, Fenwick Island, and Ocean City. That's where I'm expecting perhaps the most amount of snow to possibly fall, according to the latest movement. But the winter storm watch will stay in effect until Thursday evening. In addition to that, we have some very gusty winds off of the shore with small craft advisories watching out for 25-mile-per-hour wind gusts. That's going to continue to be a bit of a concern for us. Right now, as you take a wide view of what's happening, we're all quiet on the front, on the home front at this point. But that is going to change dramatically. Now, coming up, we're going to talk about the different models, how they're acting back and forth with this thing, and just what we can really kind of glean from what's happening right now, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. Here's a list of re-entry events that are taking place in Georgetown. Now, if that's a term you're unfamiliar with, these events help people who are just coming out of prison. Coast TV reporter Zakiya Jennings takes us to one of the newest workshops and introduces us to one person who has thrived after using these services.
Georgetown's Probation and Parole Office works together with local organizations to help those who are just coming out of prison re-enter society. But before they get to this step, Kevin Cooper, re-entry coordinator and senior probation officer, says the re-entry process begins 6 months before someone is released.
We coordinate with community partners like The Way Home. We also put on a series of workshops at the Level 5 institutions that consist of a 6-month series that we do one a month.
This series prepares people to be released from prison, helping soon-to-be ex-inmates understand all of the responsibilities they'll have once they're released. Organizers like Paulette Rappa say re-entry work is crucial.
So re-entry is, and the programming that we offer is that bridge from inside to outside. And Mr. Cooper's strength was recognizing that the community partner is vital to bridge that gap.
Quintez Gross went through the workshops while he was at Sussex Correctional Institution. He now works with The Way Home as the house manager, guiding others toward a successful future. Gross says successful re-entry begins with your mindset.
I never get comfortable because I'm scared of being comfortable. Comfortability makes you go backwards. It all depends on how you look at the situation.
Re-entry programs like this are held every 2 weeks, with the next one being Thursday, February 27th. In Georgetown, I'm Zakiya Jennings, Coast TV News.
And we have a lot more news to get to this evening.
A new program for DSP, a blood drive, launching of a new program that could save lives at the scenes of emergencies.
Looming snowstorm, what we're tracking as of right now, we're quiet for right now as we drop down to the 20s for tomorrow morning, but then the snow will creep in by midweek.
Deep Branch Park in Milford, what's happening this week to make that idea possibly a reality when we're back in just 60 seconds.
West Shore Home has you covered for all your window and door remodeling needs. We help hundreds of homeowners each week upgrade to brand new energy efficient windows. For more information, visit westshorewindow.com, and when you're there, lock in huge savings from our President's Day sale.
Why is Rich so good? So annoying.
Buttery, salty show-offs.
I love them.
Is that a smile?
This is a salty club.
Salty. You're gonna get us kicked out.
So?
That's better.
Loved by everyone, even the saltiest. At Macy's President's Day sale, make your home more you, more rustic, more modern, more classic. With up to 60% off furniture and mattresses. Plus, our best financing of the year is available today at Macy's.
West Shore Home's President's Day sale is here. 24 months, no payments and no interest, plus $200 off each window. Say goodbye to those old, inefficient windows by getting your project started at westshorewindow.com. Appointments available as early as tomorrow.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
What to do with all this land? That's the question that Sussex County Planning and Zoning is going to address this week as the commission considers new proposals for Deep Branch Park in Milford.
As Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken shows us, people that live nearby have mixed feelings on its future.
Rodney Wyatt has looked out at this open land on Rehoboth Boulevard for over 20 years, but his view is about to change. The city of Milford wants to transform the 19.4-acre parcel into what would be called Deep Branch Park.
We're not opposed to an open, passive park with the right security and lighting made available to the facility.
During the last time the park was discussed, there was an open house where Milford Parks and Recreation was asking the public for their input on what they would most want the land to be, from playgrounds to pickleball courts to walking trails. But like any major project, there are steps to take. The next step will happen Wednesday when the Sussex County Planning and Zoning Commission gets to weigh in, and the land itself has been in the news before. The original idea for the park was involved in the Annette Billings eminent domain case. This new plan, though, does not include any of Billings' land. It does include her brother's land, but that was willingly sold to the city.
What concerns me is basically the security, because we've got a lot of older people living on that side, and they really don't have backyards, so the park will be like right up against their backyard.
Every major change or development of this size tends to face some obstacles. In this case, one of the challenges seems to be creating a space that welcomes everyone while respecting the concerns of those who call its borders home. Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Also in Milford, a community survey is gathering feedback to help construct a master plan for the city. The mayor says responses will help determine which areas need attention and guide improvements moving forward. Some community members already have suggestions.
I think there needs to be more downtown residences for people to live and be close to where they're working. I would say more housing that's would be here that would attract young families that are growing. We have so many more apartments and townhomes, and we need something that's a little bit a step up from that.
Starting March 6th, the survey will be open to everybody in Milford.
We have a newly issued winter weather watch in our area. I'll show you what I'm tracking coming up.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV.
Johnny Janasic World of Outdoor Furniture has Delaware's largest selection of outdoor furniture and sunbrella fabrics, plus everyday low prices and immediate delivery at all Johnny Janasic furniture and mattresses.
A wet crawl space is a lurking hazard, inviting mold, rot, and structural worries. The answer is Brazier's Crawl Space Encapsulation. Our specialist tailors the solution to your exact crawl space. Our expert team cleans and upgrades your crawl space into a pristine, protected environment, and we only use April Air dehumidifiers, reliable and robust, complete with a 5-year warranty. Take the first step to a drier, safer home. Call Brazier's or visit our website. Your peace of mind is just one call away.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
At Delaware Electric Cooperative, keeping the lights on is a team effort, and our team broke a reliability record in 2024. Members experienced a nearly 20% drop in outages, and our crews have never restored power faster. Our success is a result of dedicated engineers, careful planning, tree trimming, and the use of advanced technology that can self-heal power lines and equipment. And not only has Co-op power never been more reliable, it's also the most affordable in the state of Delaware.
Treat your Valentine to a new tub or shower from Coastal Bath, the #1 Bath Planet dealer in the Northeast region. Backed by the Good Housekeeping Seal 2-year money-back guarantee. Take advantage of Coastal Bath's sweet savings. Right now, receive a free shower door plus no interest, no payments until 2026.
How do I like the new bath? I love it. My wife loves it. I highly recommend Coastal Bath. They do an awesome job.
Local and family owned. Call Coastal Bath today.
Johnny Janosic knows that home is where family memories are made. Family owned and operated for over 70 years. We offer the best brands of furniture and mattresses at the guaranteed lowest prices. Experience the difference at Johnny Janosic.
Celebrate President's Day with huge savings at Preston Hyundai of Millsboro. We have an incredible selection of over 180 new Hyundais on the lot, including options under 30 grand, like the 2025 Kona Hyundai SEL for just $29,365. Check out millsborohyundai.com to buy online and we'll deliver it to your front door. We're open 8:30 to 8 p.m. on weekdays and 8 until 6 p.m. on Saturdays, or until the last customer is satisfied. Visit us at the all-new Preston Hyundai at Millsboro and discover why people say cars cost less with Preston.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert weather app today.
We're bracing for another round of snow, likely to pay us a visit Wednesday night going into Thursday. Our Subaru camera right now, we're the calm and the cold before the storm hits. We're at 40 degrees right now. We're going to drop down to freezing as early as 10 o'clock under mostly clear skies for tonight. We're holding in the 30s throughout a good portion of the Delmarva Peninsula, with the one exception of Ocean City at 40 degrees. We're at 39 in Redden, 36 currently in Milton, and 37 Rehoboth Beach. The winds aren't helping our comfort level at all, because looking at 22-mile-per-hour wind gusts and 21-mile-per-hour wind gusts, making it feel like, well, the teens. Earlier today, we had even more robust winds. A 40-mile-per-hour wind gust recorded in Salisbury, a 39-mile-per-hour wind gust recorded in Ocean City, and a 37-mile-per-hour gust Georgetown. We are under a winter storm watch. Now, this means we're watching out for the potential of about 3 to 5 inches of snow throughout all of Sussex. Now, that's also in effect for us in Ocean Pines, West Ocean City, and the areas near Fenwick Island as well. So we're all bracing for about 3 to 5 inches of snow. And we have the winds going pretty strong with small craft advisories hinting to about 20 to 25 mile per hour wind gusts in addition to what we're expecting. Not expecting blizzard conditions or anything crazy like that, but we are expecting another round of snow. Now, with the winds at about 15 to 20 miles per hour, we gauge the winds first because Tuesday, that's going to be our primary concern, knifing out of the northwest at about 25 miles per hour. That's enough to at least catch our attention. Not a warning or anything, but winds are slowing down, but we still have the small craft advisory. The winter storm watch is in effect, and we have the Arctic vortex that's setting the stage. But this snowstorm is becoming very wishy-washy with moving targets as far as the totals are concerned. You see, the stage is set with the cold air that's coming into play with that vortex of cold air coming out of Canada. Then we take a look at our models, and we're looking at this model lining up right along this most southern border of Sussex and then moving quickly out of the way. The amount of snow, we're still looking at about 4 near Ocean City and Berlin, 1.5 in our other locations. And that's holding true to form because now the latest model is indicating this storm is going to pass more directly around us instead of crossing us. We're going to get a glancing blow instead of a direct hit, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Here's a look at your extended forecast.
Paul, thank you very much. Well, turning to Delaware State Police, did you know they are now equipped to administer whole blood transfusions at the scene of emergencies? Yeah, and officials say that could significantly improve survival rates for trauma patients. To mark that program launch, members of DSP participated in a blood drive at the Blood Bank of Delmarva.
That's neat. Life-saving. Over in sports, conference championships in basketball tonight at Delmarva Christian. DSN's Tim Nolan previews the boys' matchup that just tipped off.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Yes, the Royals are trying to raise a banner on home floor tonight in Georgetown. Here's what's at stake right now on DSN. Delmarva Christian boys basketball is playing Worcester Prep in the ECAC title game. The Royals have already beaten the Mallards twice this season, most recently by 22 points a week ago. Delmarva Christian was perfect in conference play this year and topped Salisbury Christian 69-19 in the semifinal game. Meanwhile, Worcester Prep outlasted the Salisbury School 53-50. You can catch the finish of that game right now on DSN. We'll have highlights of that one and the girls' final from earlier on the final score tonight at 10:30. And while more snow looms on Delmarva, spring training action is heating up in West Palm Beach for the Nationals. Players began showing up towards the end of last week, and exhibition games begin this Saturday. Washington opens with a 105 start against the team it shares Cacti Park with, the Houston Astros. The Phils and O's also begin spring league play this weekend at 1. Philadelphia plays the Tigers, while Baltimore faces the Pirates. That'll do it for sports.
Soaring Over the Shore is sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
After years of planning and a big dedication, this scenic overlook at the Marble Salt Marsh Preserve is now open for everyone to enjoy even more of Slaughter Beach's natural beauty. Nearly 109 acres of tidal marshland stretch west of Slaughter Beach. Just 1 mile north of Slaughter Beach Road on Bay Avenue, the boardwalk and viewing platform allow people to get a closer look at the creatures who call the marsh home, like crabs, mollusks, insects, and birds, with this osprey nest the centerpiece of the preserve. Part of the Delaware Bay Shore Byway and donated by the Marvel family, and through activities with the Delaware Nature Society, the preserve is equal parts educational, environmental, and inspirational.
Hi, I'm Tommy K. Morse.
And I'm Tom Morse. We are your local family-owned roofing contractor serving Sussex County, providing long-lasting, dependable roofs, roof repairs, storm damage restoration, insurance claims assistance, and complete roof replacements.
For more information, give us a call at 302-663-0042 or visit us on the web.
There's good.
There's better.
And then there's Morse.
For 150 years, Ocean City, Maryland has been somewhere to smile about. From our beautiful beaches to our iconic boardwalk, we've been creating memories that last a lifetime, whether you're chasing the perfect wave, a hole-in-one, or a sunset stroll. Celebrate our 150th anniversary with 150 days of celebrations, special events, and deals all year long. Book now and save in 2025 at ococean.com/150. Ocean City, Maryland, somewhere to smile about.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Most Planet Fitness clubs are open 24 hours, so you can work out whenever.
We're coming in early, staying late.
Whatever works for you.
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends February 28th.
Fall in love with safety and reliability at Gateway Subaru during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. From rain and snow to sunny skies, Subaru's legendary symmetrical all-wheel drive has you covered through any weather. Right now, take home a new 2025 Subaru Outback and take advantage of great financing rates as low as 1.9%. Stop by today to pre-order the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester Hybrid, designed for tomorrow. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
My patients mean the world to me. It's why I come to work every day.
When a patient gives me a hug or says, I can't believe you were able to do this for me.
Getting somebody out of pain.
Seeing a patient be able to smile when they haven't for years.
Somebody that's afraid and then they're not afraid anymore.
I love making a difference in other people's lives for the better.
I think that's a really amazing thing that you can do for somebody else.
I'm thankful that I get to do it.
Open 6 days a week with convenient hours. Call and schedule your appointment today.
Most Planet Fitness clubs are open 24 hours, so you can work out whenever.
We're coming in early, staying late.
Whatever works for you.
Save $28 or more when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends February 28th.
Start the new year by adding value and function to your kitchen.
No cabinet tear out needed.
With Paul Davis, skip the hassle of a full remodel and get your dream kitchen now.
We reface your cabinets with 5 layers of high-quality hardwood and your choice of color.
That's new doors, drawers, and hardware, all for half the cost of a full remodel.
Completed in as little as 3 days.
Extended through February. Get half off labor, a free microwave, and pay as little as $100 per month. Call now to beat the spring rush.
Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts. Here to help now.
We're under a winter storm watch for Wednesday night going into Thursday. Our umbrella giveaway winner, Caroline Hartline of Millville. Congratulations, courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling. Keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line, 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away, sponsored by the law offices of Brockstead, Mandelis, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your exclusive 10-day forecast. Listen, the red is because Wednesday night going into Thursday morning, we're watching out for about 3 to 5 inches of snow. We'll nail down the more exact location of that with our next model run going into the next day.
All right, Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.